Hello and welcome back to the weekly vlogs. It honestly feels really strange to be vlogging now. I haven't done it for so long. I kind of feel nervous but I'm very excited to get back into these videos. I've really missed making YouTube videos. It felt like a massive part of my life was just missing, and I came back to Leeds on Wednesday this week, I want to say, so I've given myself a few days to just get settled back in, to try and start my routine up again, and now I thought it would be a good time to start the vlogs, although it is 3:30 on a Saturday, so kind of a random time but my life feels a little bit out of whack at the moment anyway after Christmas, so this is reflective. Despite setting the goal over Christmas of just doing a little bit of work every day but doing it consistently, I did not do that. There was about a 2-week period, I want to say, where I didn't even look at my uni work, so we're playing a bit of a catch-up game now. Next week is my main deadline week. I've got 3 deadlines, and then the week after that I've got an exam. I've already completed one of the assignments, which is my gender and equality essay. I did that before Christmas, so all I need to do is double check that and check that I'm okay with what I've submitted. Another one is my strategic management report that I've been working on for the past week, I'd say, maybe, kind of on and off, and I'm nearly finished with that. There's just a few things I need to smooth out and make sure that I 100% understand. And then the final deadline is for a reflective log for my social media module, and that's only 700 words and it's reflective writing, so I don't actually have to reference or anything. So I've actually been working on that today. I did a couple hours this morning, but since then I've just been doing a few errands. Like I said, I'm still kind of settling back into Leeds and still getting back to grips with my routine, and my weekends are always a bit more sporadic anyway. I don't normally film on the weekends actually, so this is kind of an interesting insight. Unlike the weekdays, I don't have a very strict routine at the weekends. During term time, I'll actually try to take weekends off work, but with my deadlines next week, can't really do that. However, I do try to make my weekends a little bit more fun and relaxed, I guess, by doing the work that I deem to be a bit easier. So that's why I've been working on the reflective log today rather than my other assignments. And I'm just gonna do a couple more hours this evening, and then I think I'll actually be finished with it because it really didn't take me a very long time to write. All I've got left to do is pretty much check over it now and do my appendices. So let's have a little study with me.
decide what I want for dinner. around me.
The subject at the start takes a sip of her tea, and as she looks into the camera, she signs off for the night by waving goodbye to the audience. Nicely done. We take that one.
Good morning. I'm starting the vlog from the bathroom this morning because Sid's still asleep in my room, and I'm speaking kind of quietly because Megan's room is literally just behind this wall, so I don't want to wake her up either. But I'm up at 7 o'clock because I've actually booked to go to a new yoga class this morning. The classes that I normally go to are run by the Yoga Society at uni, but they don't start until later in the term, so I actually booked to go to a yoga class at The Edge, which is the gym that I go to on campus. I've never actually been to any of their classes before, so I'm interested to see what they're like and how they differ from Yoga Society. And I've also booked to try a completely new style of yoga for myself. I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of it, but it's Iyengar yoga. I was definitely regretting the choice to do a 9 AM class when my alarm went off this morning, but I think I'll be glad once I'm up and out at that time because I'm gonna go to the library afterwards. I got to a really good point with my social media assignment yesterday, however I just felt like I'd been looking at it for too long to submit it, if you know what I mean. Like, I'd read it so many times that I couldn't actually work out if it was a good piece of work or not. So I'm hoping to get that finished today, and also to pretty much finish my strategic management report as well. In an ideal world, if I could submit them both today, that would be amazing, because then that gives me the next week or so to revise. But I think my strategic management one's still going to take me a little bit longer. I just started filming a montage of my evening skin routine, and I thought, why not actually just talk about it, because we started today in the bathroom, so let's finish it in the bathroom. I've just washed my face with the Skin and Me cleanser. I'm almost out of this, and now I'm going to apply my Skin and Me Daily Doser. This is sounding sponsored. It's not. I have worked with them in the past, but I'm continuing to use their products as a paying customer because they're just so good. Like, I've noticed such an incredible difference in my skin over the last 6 months since using them. I'm not gonna lie, I have been blessed with fairly clear skin for most of my life. I never really had a problem with it as a teenager or anything like that, but I've definitely noticed a difference in how healthy my skin looks and how glowy it looks. After every product, I keep having to put my glasses back on to check I'm in focus. But talking of glowiness, this product is making me look particularly glowy recently, and it's the Glow recipe. Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. Not gonna lie, did see these on TikTok, was definitely influenced by someone on TikTok, and I just apply a few drops of these before my moisturizer. And then the last step of my routine is the Medic 8 Advanced Night Restore. This is kind of expensive if I remember correctly. However, over the last 6 months, I've really been investing in things like skincare, and I have noticed a massive difference. I've definitely put way too much on there. Don't know if I'll be going back to buy this a second time, but I have enjoyed it when I've been using it. It's a really lovely consistency. I feel so tired now after today. I submitted my social media assignment and did quite a bit of work on my strategic management report as well, but I think I just feel a massive difference having not had a break over the weekend. I know I've literally just had 2 weeks off at Christmas, which is why I was like, I've got to power through. I can't just keep giving myself long breaks, but it definitely doesn't feel like a Sunday today. But hopefully after a good night's sleep, I'll be ready to go again tomorrow. Oh, and as a final step, sometimes I apply this La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo just to areas that are particularly dry, or if I've got any spots. And I also just put a little bit of this Pawpaw balm on my lips as well overnight, just as kind of like a lip mask. This is so difficult to get out when I've got cream all over my hands. But yeah, that is my current evening skincare. Good night. Evening. I have had what feels like the longest day today. I am shattered now. I was in the library pretty much from 9 to 5, just checking over my strategic management report. I didn't even particularly add anything new, so I really don't know what took me so long. I was just looking over the lecture slides and the textbook and some reading and just generally overthinking it. It got to the point where I really just didn't know if what I'd written was actually good or not, and I was just second guessing everything, so I just submitted it. I don't know if that was the best thing to do in that scenario, but I was just so sick of it and thought, you know what, I've probably done the best that I can do. I think I'm just such a perfectionist when it comes to submitting assignments. I genuinely read it over at least 5 times, I think, before I submit it, like when I've written it and everything, and I'm checking it all the time when I'm actually writing it too. So I just decided to bite the bullet and do it, although I probably will still read over it tomorrow. I then went to the Edge afterwards and did a really good workout on the cross trainer. I did one of the routines that they have on them, and it kind of felt like I was in a workout class. Like, it really gave me good momentum for the whole workout, but it absolutely killed me off. I only did half an hour and it was intense. And then I've just been to Aldi with a few of my housemates to just stock up on a few bits. Had some leftovers for dinner of the meal that I made yesterday, and now I'm finally gonna chill. It's 8 o'clock and I feel like I've only just sat down, even though I have been sat in the library all day, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna do a little bit of self-care. I'm gonna wash my hair because this desperately needs a wash. I'm gonna put some tanning moisturizer on, and Sid is also on his way round too, so it'll be nice to see him. Good morning, it's Tuesday today. I'm looking a lot more tanned than I wanted to be. My face now doesn't really match the rest of my body, but at least on your face it fades quickly. I'm currently deciding what to do with myself because I was planning on going to the library, but the weather is so miserable today. It's literally 9 in the morning and it's so dark and grey still outside, and even if I did go to the library I'd have to leave a little bit earlier anyway because I've got a nail appointment at 3, which is very overdue. This is 3.5 weeks of growth now. This is Builder Gel and it's actually helping my nails grow loads. Like, this is the length of my actual nail. They're not acrylic or anything. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna stay at home and have a cozy study day and then go to my nail appointment from home. My plan for today is to just read over all of the assignments that I've submitted, even though I don't know if that's going to be a very productive thing to do because I just know I'm going to find something that I want to change, but I feel like looking at it with a fresh head first thing in the morning really helps me. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the day starting some revision for my leadership exam. That exam is next week on Monday and it is 48 hours, so I'm not too stressed about revising loads for it, but all I want to do is kind of familiarize myself with all of the theories again and maybe look at a practice question, see how I would apply theories, and hopefully I stay focused because that is the one thing about working at home. I always get distracted. A Wednesday today. Got a little bit of the morning sun lighting, although I've still got an orange mustache kind of from the tanning drops, which is annoying. This morning I'm going to be doing some more leadership revision, and then this afternoon I've realised that I actually need to start editing this vlog because I've got a few things on later on this week, which means that I can't edit on the usual days that I edit, and I have been filming since Saturday now, so I don't want this vlog to get too repetitive either. I really hope that you've enjoyed the first vlog back though, and I'll be filming another one next week starting on Monday, which is also when my exam starts, so I'll film that whole 48-hour online exam process. So make sure that you subscribe for all of that, and also follow my Instagram and my TikTok. I've been so much more active on TikTok recently, so definitely make sure to go and check that out so you're not missing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.